Hi everyone! Welcome to Monica's Singapore Kitchen. Dumpling Festival is just around the corner, so today I will be making Hokkien Bak Chang or Hokkien dumplings. These dumplings are filled with creamy and umami salted egg yolks, which is a perfect pairing for the pork and sweet chestnuts. Come along with me to see how the dumplings are made. So, the day before, we need to prepare a few things. We need to marinate the pork. Here, I've got 1 kg of pork, shoulder collar. I have cut it into 2-inch chunks of about half an inch thick. So, we are going to add the marinade. So, it consists of 4 tablespoons of oil, 3 tablespoons of dark soya sauce, 1 tablespoon of soya sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, half teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of 5 spice powder, and half tablespoons of sugar. So mix all these ingredients thoroughly. So this is what you need to prepare the day before cooking the dumplings. So okay, we are going to cover it and marinate overnight in a refrigerator. The next thing we need to prepare overnight is the dumpling bamboo leaves. So when you go to the supermarket, you can get it in a dried form like this. You can get it from the local supermarket or online. So pour enough water to cover the bamboo leaves. You need about 60 to 70 bamboo leaves because some of them might be broken. Use something heavy to press it down so that it is totally submerged. So we also need to soak the glutinous rice overnight. Pour enough water. I've already washed the glutinous rice 2 times. So pour enough water over it. So the next thing to soak are the dried sliced shiitake mushroom. I got it all sliced nicely like that in the supermarket. They have a whole section of dumpling making ingredients in the supermarket. That's the beauty about it when it is near the dumpling festival. Okay, so press it in so that it's all totally submerged. So put this aside. And I have added split green beans to my dumplings, although it is not an ingredient for the Hokkien dumpling. I love it so much, so that's why I added in. So when you go to the supermarket, you just look for split green bean. Yeah, it is at the back of the package. So what we need to do then is also to wash and to soak it. Yeah, so I wash it 2 times, add enough water so that the height of the water is about 1 inch above the surface of the beans. The beans will sort of swell out after it has been soaked. So on the day itself, what we need to do is to stir fry and brown about 150 grams of minced garlic. I've added 4 tablespoons of oil. So stir fry it until it is golden brown. So something like this. Okay, so once you reach this color, take out about 3/4 of this, crispy minced garlic. Just take it out and also take out a little bit of the oil. Okay, so the rest of the crispy minced garlic, we'll use it to, fry the glutinous rice. We're going to flavor and to make the glutinous rice aromatic. So this has been drained. It was soaked overnight. And we are going to pour all the rice in. Mix the two together. Yep. Okay. So then we are going to add the seasonings, which comprises of kicap manis. Kicap manis is just a sweet sauce. Yeah. Soya sauce. We also need to put soya sauce. Then the oyster sauce. And 5 spice powder. So we are going to stir fry all these ingredients for about 5 minutes. There are 3 reasons why we stir fry the rice first. The first reason is to make the rice aromatic. The second reason is that it prevents the dumplings from sticking to the leaves as the rice is coated with oil. And the third reason is that stir frying causes the rice to be sticky, which enables the wrapping process to be much more easy. So once it has reached this stage, 5 minutes later, take out the rice. It smells so good with the 5 spice and the aromatic minced garlic. Yep, so it should look something like that. It looks a little bit sticky, yeah? Okay, so let's put this aside. The next thing we want to fry are our mushrooms. So these mushrooms I've soaked overnight. I have drained and pressed out all the water. Slide it in. Okay, then stir fry for about a minute. Then we are going to add the seasonings, which comprises of half teaspoon oyster sauce, half teaspoon pepper, 1 teaspoon of soya sauce, and 1 teaspoon of sweet sauce. Okay, stir fry for about a minute to mix all these ingredients so that the seasonings will coat every slice of the mushrooms. Then at this stage, we want to add a bit of water, about half a cup, and we want to cover and braise it for about 3 minutes. So 3 minutes later, it looks something like this. So if you think that it is not dark enough, you can add a little bit more dark caramel, which I did exactly. So I added about half teaspoon of the dark caramel, which gives it a very nice golden brown color and leaves a sheen on every piece of my mushroom slices. See, it looks nice and shiny and it's very flavorful. Okay, so let's put this aside as well. Now the next ingredient is the split green beans. We want to flavor it as well, so I've added oil, salt, 5 spice powder, and the crispy garlic. So the thing is that the crispy garlic that we have, you can add it to the rice, to all the beans, the mushrooms, whichever ingredient that you want to put it in, yeah, so that it makes it very flavorful. Your dumpling becomes nice and aromatic. Put this aside as well. Okay, now the leaves, we need to dry it. Remember, we soak it for overnight. So now it's more pliable. Wipe dry on both sides. From experience, I noticed that if you don't dry it, the dumpling tends to stick to the leaves. Cut off the stalk, the hard stalk. So do this for every piece, dry as well as cut the stalk. So it looks something like this. I've got 60 to 70 bamboo leaves over here. Now we'll deal with the strings now. We have got 2 sets of 6 strings. Each is of length 3 meters. So at the center of the assembly, tie a knot, yeah, so that we can get a loop which we can hang from our S hook, something like this. Okay, so this set I can hang 12 dumplings. So I need 2 sets because I'm going to make 24 dumplings. So as summary, let's have a look at all our ingredients. It starts off with the glutinous rice, the flavored split green beans, and the next one is our marinated pork. It's nicely marinated overnight. Looks so good. Yep, like this. And then I bought from the supermarket a cooked chestnut. It's all cooked already. It comes in a packet, so you can buy a few packets. Here I have used about 2 packets. Salted egg yolks, also bought from the supermarket. Yeah, it's all ready. And our braised flavorful mushroom slices. Okay, so last but not least are our bamboo leaves. Yeah, so they're all ready. Yeah, we can wrap now. So the bamboo leaves have two sides. One is the smooth and the other one is the rough side. The rough side has a very distinctive hard stalk running along it. So what we need is look at the broader side, which is called the head, and the slimmer side, which is called the tail of the leaf. So you take two pieces of the bamboo leaves, face the tail of one leaf to the head of the other leaf. So it's head of one leaf to the tail of the other leaf. So what I need to do then is to fold 1 inch of the edge to seal the bottom of the cone. Then I twist and fold the right side to align with the left side of the leaves, forming a cone. So then we start to fill the cone. Take 1 tablespoon of the rice, 1 tablespoon of the split green beans. Press a little bit so that there's a little bit of hollow at the center. Push the ingredients to the side all round. Then add the pork. You can add 1 piece or 2 pieces as you wish. And then we are going to put in the chestnuts. You can add 1 piece or 2 pieces. Then we are going to add our salted egg yolk. Okay, and our flavorful mushrooms. Okay, so then we're going to cover all of these filling with a tablespoon or 2 of the glutinous rice. So gently press the rice so that everything is nice and compact. So what I did next is to fold, using my thumb and forefinger, fold the sides of the cone and the top of the leaf down, and then fold it to cover the sides, and the leftover piece fold it to one side, forming a triangular pyramid, something like this. Yep. Then we're going to tie it. Yeah, so I'm going to loop it a few rounds. You can use a reef knot or a dead knot. So here I'm tying a dead knot because I was afraid that when I boil it, the reef knot gets unraveled. So okay, so tie once and then tie another time. So try to make all the bakchangs to be level, yeah, because it looks aesthetically nicer and easier to handle. But if you don't make it to be the same level, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's still okay, no problem. All right, so it could look something like this. So, okay, so you can see that all my bakchangs are all ready, 24 of them. If somebody helps, it will be much faster. I did it all by myself. Phew. Okay, bring a big pot of the water to boil. Add salt. Adding the salt flavors the bakchang further and also increases the boiling point, thus enabling the bakchang to cook faster. So I have 2 pots going. So one bunch will go into one pot. So try not to overcrowd your bakchang. So you can boil over medium heat for 2.5 hours if you want soft bakchang, or 2 hours for firm bakchang. So we are going to wait for 2.5 hours because I like the soft bakchang. So 2.5 hours later, we will take it out and we will drain the water. So important is to drain the water because we do not want a mushy bakchang. Yeah. So I normally cool it and drain it by hanging up on the S hook, and I catch the drippings using a couple of trays at the bottom. Okay, so now that it's nice and cool, so we can take a look at one of them. Cut the strings, and then we will just open it up. Bakchang should look something like this. It does not stick to the leaves and it is well formed. The glutinous rice is not mushy and has a chew to it. So let's just cut it open and see what's inside. You can see that the pork is so tender and succulent. Can see, yep. Can see that it's nice and soft, yeah, the split green beans. The you can also see the flavorful braised mushroom strips studded with the soft creamy chestnuts and salted egg yolks. Hope you will give the recipe a try someday. Thanks for stopping by. Happy Dumpling Festival, and as always, happy cooking!